first things first, starting the year off, very exciting, and just landed on the first spot I'm going to set up at. So for me, it's all about efficiency out here. I've got probably about 8 hours of daylight to work with. So I've got all my stuff in the plane set up. First thing I do is get the engine cover on, because this could take me about 30 minutes to get this trap set, depending on what I have to do to prep it. But we're gonna get loaded up and we're going. Whoop. We're going right over here. So somewhere right in there, I think that I saw a spot I maybe could put a natural one, and then I have a pen right back there that I'm gonna get rigged up. And there are definitely some tracks in here. I could see either a Lynx or Wolverine set when I came in and landed. So let's do it. All right, so this is the spot I'm going with. It's a natural set, meaning I'm gonna just wire the 330 conibear right onto those roots of the tree, and then you can probably see it, but we had a bunch of scrap meat left from processing game this year. It's kind of like ligaments and all sorts of things, and I basically put them in a trash bag and froze them. And so I just put that big bundle of it right back there, and the only way in is through the trap. So this should work out pretty slick. I'll secure it onto the tree here, and then that'll be that. All right, safeties are off. That trap is ready to rock. So should be a pretty good spot. One way in, no way out. This trap is in disarray, but I've got this pen. I'm gonna set this up. I've never caught anything in it, but I'm convinced at some point it will. So a bunch of rabbit tracks around here. So I assume that there's probably lynx in the area, and Wolverine go through this travel corridor. So we're gonna get set up and it should look good. Okay, this trap is set. So I've got a piece of a moose leg that I just tied off on that stick in the middle. In theory, they're gonna walk in, they're gonna see that leg and go in for it. So we'll see if this works. I might brush it in just a little bit around the springs, but this trap's been out here all year, so it should be ready to rip. All right, you can I've got the natural set right here, and then if you follow my tracks back, right back in there is that pen that I set. So I got 2 traps up. It took 30 minutes exactly. We're at 29 minutes right now. Gonna keep rolling. Definitely putting the ski boots on next time. I'm an idiot and quickly forgot. I thought I could make it, and it was practically waist deep, so not doing that again. There were fresh tracks going along this kind of like creek bottom, so I'm gonna walk over and get set up. But it is pretty breezy out. There's at least probably 15-20 mile an hour wind right here, so it made stopping easy. But you can see the snow is actually pretty deep on the old skis. So all right, trap is up. Put this bag up here just because it's got a lot of nice juices on it. It kind of acts as a lure. Buckets up. The trap was still attached, which is awesome. So I had the trap here still. And that's what we're looking at. So it's kind of up on a bank, so the animal's gonna have to work for it a little bit, but I assume that they can make their way up the bank and then look up that, and hopefully it'll work out. I think I got 2 Wolverines off this bucket last year, so hoping for some sweet repeat success. All right, this is a good sign. We've got some fresh tracks. And that's where I had the basket last year, it was right on that tree. So, all right, so this is where I had a basket last year, but I'm gonna spice it up. I'm gonna put one of these trash cans so I can do a double trap here. And then, like I said, we've got the fresh tracks there. Trash can set. Looks more like a little pile of brush. If anything looks in there, they'll see hopefully the moose leg bone that I've got attached, and it's a double trap, so trap on each side. Safeties are off. Let's hope this thing doesn't get totally buried in snow, but for some reason this the branches on this tree I think will sort of keep it from getting too deep right here initially, unless we get some major wind from across the little pond here. But it's an oldie but a goodie. It's right up against the rock wall here. I usually try to do a natural set right in there. I've set in the past kind of in these rocks, and what I'm looking for generally is basically just think of a one-way in area that kind of is about as big as a trap. So for me, you know, this is perfect because I can tie off on this log somewhere in here, tie my trap off to, and then I can basically, you know, anchor the trap in there and kind of brush it in and just put the bait back in the back, and it just looks natural. So if something comes up, they're gonna see it and hopefully not be intimidated, because everything that's there other than the trap is pretty natural out here. So, and then that's kind of the name of the game. So after brushing it in, you know, you obviously can see the trap a little bit, but really what they're gonna see is that bait back there. And there's essentially one way in, hopefully no way out. So I've got it anchored off on this tree, because obviously they have a ton of strength. So once that trap goes off, I want them to, you know, not get away obviously with the trap and be wounded. So it's a fairly quick death, but should be an awesome spot. Let's see here, I'm showing a steady 25-30 miles an hour on my airspeed indicator. So that's not really exactly what you want to see when you got to go when you're flying around in the mountains. So it's a little unexpected. I did look this morning, it's only supposed to be gusting around 20. So it's a little bit stronger, but unfortunately I kind of just have to deal with it because I'm already out here. So the wind's definitely picked up a little bit, but I'm gonna get going. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've set at 5 different locations. And so I'm making actually pretty good time. So I'm gonna try to set, there's maybe 3 more spots I'd like to set on the way back. I've still got a decent amount of time. And yeah, we'll see if we can make it happen. All right, I got one set up in that tree right there. I forgot to bring my phone with me, but I actually was just gonna walk in because it's on the ice and it's only a few inches of snow on top, and I busted through the ice up to about my kind of mid-thigh. So my right foot is soaking wet right now, but that one's set. It's in a good spot, got the lure up, and lots of tracks all along here. So all right, got another bucket set. Big old chunk of bait in there. There's the trap right there. And usually there are links that kind of work in this area. So I'm, yeah, I think these are rabbit tracks right here. I'm optimistic that I'll get links or 2 to come through here, and I just need to get some snares set up and hopefully can make it happen. Well, that was awesome. Just flew over some wolves, which was pretty cool. And it's interesting here, I just landed at the spot. I'm gonna set up a double trap on that tree there. There happen to be tracks going right up to it, but what's interesting is you can see there's just a solid layer of, it obviously rained up here and then froze, so there's just a solid crust on all this, and you can see how, you know, you don't even have enough weight to really push through here, and then it kind of, you know, keeps going up there. So that's kind of interesting to me. But I'm gonna walk down there. Actually, I'm gonna ski. I'm not messing around. Get this set. All right, last trap's up. Got a moose bone and some frozen trimmings. Double trap. It's on this, I kind of tried to bury it a little bit with the snow, but trash can. Should be sweet. I'm hoping this one produces. This one has fresh tracks, you can see them. So they come literally right here. So let's hope it comes back, lures up, and it's stinky. And that wind's gonna just blow this right down the valley. So it should be an awesome set. All right, good day out on the line. I got 7 traps out, which is awesome. A couple of them were the double sets as well, so there's really 2 traps at some of those. Saw a huge pack of wolves, which is to me just amazing. So that's only the third time I've seen wolves in the winter out in Alaska, so pretty cool. Yeah, overall I would say a highly successful day of trapping, getting the line started, and so now I'm kind of in the game. So, you know, those traps, hopefully I'll be able to get back in 7-10 days and check them and get some more out. But from now on, it's just moving forward. So I've got about 2 months of trapping season, and it should be awesome. I'm definitely excited. I mean, definitely saw some fresh Wolverine tracks out there. So time will tell. But hopefully we can make it happen on a couple Wolverines this year.